good evening. It's me, Ram Prasad Kafle, and so today I'm going to give the presentation about our assessment on a topic based on that contract law and the directory duties. In part A, especially we are going to focus about the contract law, and in part B, we are going to focus about the director duties. So as per my part, as we are doing this assessment in a group with five members, that is me, Ram Prasad Kafle, my friend Asim, and my another friend Ahmad, one Priscilla, and Maria. So I'm going to describe a little bit like a introduce part is a contract law part A, where there is the two portion, one Frederick and one Boswell. So they involve in a contract. So there especially occur some issues, especially two issues. One is when was a contract enter into, when they enter into the contract, and the another one is the postal acceptance rules. That's suit for that contract. That's postal acceptance rules. So furthermore, to describe or to deals with this contract, that we need to deals with the what kind of contract is involving theirs, what laws will be made and enforced, and what kind of application should be there in that contract between the Frederick and the Boswell. So for the further explanation of this part A, or the first case, the part A and the option A, we can say. So I would like to call my friend Asim. So thank you.
Thank you, Ram. It's me, Asim. Now I would like to discuss about our issue and application of the first part. From our observation regarding the fact that we published in the question, we have identified the following issue which we will discuss. In which contract Frederick forthwith will be legally binding while entering into the contract? Here, the contract between Frederick Forthwith and Boswell Books. The Frederick was author of best-selling novel called The Day of Yokel, which was published last year. Again, Frederick Forthwith had just completed his second book, but he didn't like how Metro treated him. As an application, in this case, Frederick has entered into the contract with Havoc Film, but with a condition. The contract is legally binding on the parties if it is enforceable. On the contract, law to create a binding contract need to have all the terms, whether it is implied or expressed. For the conclusion and further part, I would like to call Ahmad. Thank you.
Thanks, Asim. And my name is Hafiz Ahmed Farooq Arshad, and my roll number is EAB2756. Now, I am conclude the part A, Frederick and Boswell. We can state that the contract formed between Frederick and Boswell is valid and binding to the parties of contract. A contract is not only an agreement between the parties but also a legal transactions between people which include the fulfillment of several requirements and for the legal contract. The contract between Frederick and Boswell will be legally binding contract, and any of the party breaching the contract will be liable to compensate other party to the contract. And now discuss few of the issue about Mercedes legal position with regard to his manager and their liability of breach. What is Mercedes legal position with regard to breaches of her duty of care and directed diligence? And the second, it was her decision to ready to purchase new assets being protected of the Corporation Act 2001. And the third one is, would she be liable for breaching 588G of the Corporation Act 2001 if Joytronics is found to insolvent? Now about the role of Mercedes discussed by my other team member. Thank you.
Um, my name is Maria Rosario Enrile. I'm gonna talk about Part B, Option 2 in our assignment. So Joytronics operates retail shop where it sells electronics. There are three directors in the company, namely Mercedes, Felix, and Greg. Mercedes is a non-executive director, not active for the business operation of the company Joytronics. Hesitant about moving the business operation of the company and suggested a little bit more time to relocate. And Greg is director of the company. She had no formal qualification in the field of electronics. Ignorant about financial matters. So Felix was insisted on moving the business to Paramara. He did not consider other option. So director must owes a duty to disclose personal interests. And Mercedes failed to make further inquiries regarding the relocation of the premises. So both Mercedes, Greg, and Felix must act for the proper purpose. So for the duties of the director, act for the proper purpose, act for a good faith in the best interest of the company, and act with care and diligence. And now my friend Priscilla will talk about the conclusion. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Priscilla. I go talk about the case 2 part B, the analysis conclusion about the case. The analysis conclusion about Joytronics. All the director, I have responsibility to do what's happened in the company, about the fallacies the company. Mercedes, the responsibility her was non-participator about the day the company. She is no work direct in the company. She is totally ignorant about what's happening in the finances, about the marketing. Greg work in the company, but is Greg, I left the school very early. He's don't know how to, the finances. He's no have an idea how to work the finances. Greg is work in the company. He's know about the finances, the company. He's know how the market work. But he's given the idea for the other director for changing the company for new places for Paramata. Greg assume all the risk for change the business for other places. But Greg and Mercedes the other way. I left the responsibility in the hands of Felix. He's now give other option for the change the company, because this the company when I change the prices for Paramata, the company's the finances in the first months as now was well. The profit was go down. In the company I was solvent. In my conclusion, all the director I have a responsibility in the seize the company. Thank you everybody.